Hello, sports fans! Welcome to our third episode. I'm Anton Kivmaggie, and I am joined by my transition coordinator and co-host, Ted Pinto.
It was a big weekend in sports fans. For all you baseball fans out there, the Fall Classic started on Friday. The NBA and NHL started within the last couple of weeks, and it was a big week number 8 in the NFL. What's on the agenda today, Anton?
Today we will be breaking down the 2025 World Series and discussing Week 8 in the NFL. We will start this segment by discussing the World Series. What were your thoughts going into this series?
Fun World Series this year. We have the heavily favored Los Angeles Dodgers playing against the Toronto Blue Jays. The Dodgers are trying to be the first repeat champion since the Yankees did it in 1998 to 2000. Lots of side stories in this World Series, starting with my favorite childhood Yankee with the hitman, Don Mattingly, Donnie Baseball. He never made it to past the divisional series with the New York Yankees, and he is in his first World Series as part of the bench coaches for the Toronto Blue Jays. We had Game 1 Friday night and Game 2 Saturday night with Gaussman pitching for the Blue Jays. Anton, what happened in Game 1 and Game 2?
The Blue Jays won the first game on Friday by a score of 11-4. Blake Snell pitched for the Dodgers, and Trey Savage pitched for the Blue Jays. In Game 2 on Saturday night, the Dodgers won by a score of 5-1. Yoshinobu Yamamoto pitched for the Dodgers, and he was opposed by Kevin Gaussman for the Blue Jays. You can hear Game 3 tonight on Fox TV or ESPN Radio. The game will start at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Now we will talk about Week 8 in the NFL. Here are some of the games that we followed.
Week 8 started with the return matchup between the Giants, the G-Men, and the Philadelphia Eagles. Big Blue beat the Eagles 2 weeks ago, and they were hoping to sweep this season's matchup by going to Philadelphia. Things didn't work out too well for the G-Men. They had a big injury to their star running back with Scatteraboo. Looks like he's going to be done with the season with a really bad ankle injury. Anton, tell the fans about the game.
The Eagles beat the Giants 38-20. The game was played in Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field. Jalen Hurts threw 4 touchdown passes and had a 15 of 20 passing day. He also threw for 179 yards. Jackson Dart had a 14 of 24 passing day, threw for 1 touchdown and 193 yards. Ted, can you tell us about Game 2?
Sure can. For Game 2, we had the Broncos and the Cowboys. Broncos had a huge comeback last week against the G-Men out there in Denver. Broncos are now in first place of the AFC West Division with a 1-game lead over the Chargers, 2-game lead over the Chiefs. The Cowboys came into this week's action with probably the best offense in the NFL. Anton, what happened in this weekend's matchup?
The Broncos beat the Cowboys 44-24. Bo Nix had a 19 of 29 passing day and threw for 247 yards and 4 touchdowns. Dak Prescott threw for 188 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Ted, tell us about Game 3.
Our second local team, the Jets, has some action this weekend in Cincinnati. The Jets were winless, 0-7 coming into this weekend, and after last week's debacle with the Panthers, fans were calling for Woody Johnson to sell the team. On the Bengals side, they had a little spark by picking up quarterback Joe Flacco a couple weeks ago. Remember, their quarterback Joe Burrow had a bad injury, and it looks like he's going to be missing some time with some turf toe. Anton, what happened in yesterday's game?
The Jets beat the Bengals 39-38. Justin Fields had a 21 of 32 passing day, threw for 244 yards and 1 touchdown. On the other side, for the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Flacco had a 21 of 34 passing day for 223 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ted, tell us about your Chicago Bears.
Oh, man. Just for the record, for everyone out there, I should never have drank the Kool-Aid about these Bears. Let me tell you, don't be fooled by their record. They stink. The Bears came into the Week 8 with a 4-game win streak. On the Baltimore side, it was 50-50 if Lamar Jackson was going to play the game. And I got to tell you, I don't blame him for not playing, especially against a team that can't move the ball up the field. And Anton, tell us about the game.
The Bears lost to the Ravens 30-16. Tyler Huntley for Baltimore had a 17 of 22 passing day. He threw for 186 yards and 1 touchdown. On the other side for your Bears, Caleb Williams had a 25 of 38 passing day and threw 0 touchdowns and 1 interception. Ted, what were your thoughts for this week for the fans?
Lots of action going into this week. See if those Blue Jays get lucky tonight again against the Dodgers. We got a Monday Night Football game with Commanders and Chiefs. And let's go for those New York Knicks, baby. Let's go Knicks.
This concludes this episode of the Anton and Ted Weekend Sports Review. I would like to thank all of you for listening. I would like to thank our awesome audience that attended today. This is Anton Kim Maggie signing off.